I'm Brian Rowan, Executive Director of Athletics. I'm very happy to be joined today on this segment by our male athlete of the season, Mike Dowd. Mike, you've had a tremendous career, a lot of credentials here at RCGC, so thanks for coming on the show with us today.
No, thank you.
Hey, we're going to share your story a little bit. We want to mention before we get to that, our female athlete of the season was Megan Lord, great women's soccer player, and we hope to have her on later in the year. Mike, we're going to go through some of this stuff from you. Williamstown High School graduate, and already in 3 seasons here, you've put together, as we mentioned, a big-time resume. So this fall, Region 19 cross-country champion and our male athlete of the season. Must be a really proud moment for you to be recognized like that in the proud Roadrunner athletic tradition.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Hey, so Mike, tell us a little bit about the cross-country season, and in particular that championship race and what you were geared up for and how you came through to win the title.
Okay, so usually my season starts out slow. We're just getting back into things, you know. So start out slow, and then as we practice, of course, yeah, I'm going to get better. So yeah, my times actually, they dropped significantly compared to last year. So I knew that by the time I got to the big championship races, then I would be really set. You know what I mean? And evidently I was. So.
Yeah, great job there. You went up to the national championships and had a great race there. Unbelievable competition, of course, at any one of our NJCAA nationals, but you came home as the runner-up in that race too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, so Mike, among all the fall athletes, you know, to be recognized as the best and to see cross country up there, I think, you know, a sport that at some schools maybe isn't raised on that same level, must be a proud moment for you.
Yeah, I've never been recognized like that before. I really appreciated it.
Yeah, great stuff. So, take us back a little bit. You know, coming out of Williamstown High School, you had to make a decision on where to go to college. You had some different options, obviously a strong high school athlete. What made you choose RCGC, and do you think you made the right choice?
Yeah, I guess it comes down to the financial aspect. And I did see that the team was successful, and I felt like I could have put a pretty big dent in their success. And well, lucky me, I guess I was right about that too. So yeah, I guess the fact that I would be able to be a part of a dynamic such as the team that, you know, was at RCGC, it was something that I wasn't ready for, I guess, because you really have to. I said this in another interview. You really have to become a leader fast, like faster than you would on a 4-year team, because you, right off the bat, you're basically, you know, the top dog, because it's 2 years. So coming in as a freshman, being one of the best guys, last year I was number 2, this year I'm number 1. You're basically a captain already as soon as you step onto the course. So it's something that you don't experience in other colleges, which I think it did help me with my leadership roles, and I appreciate it.
It's great, and definitely we've seen you blossom into a leader in that program, and part of that probably goes to switch it over to the track and field success.
Yep.
Last year our team brought home the national championship, super successful season. You were a huge part of that. I must have felt great, but now the expectations are really high for this year.
Yeah.
We'll be starting that season soon. Talk about how the team feels heading into that.
Well, with spring track, it's weird because you start getting your athletes right when the season starts, so you don't really get to see ahead of time. But I've been told by Coach Hughes that the team is looking pretty strong. Like, the people that have replied are really good athletes, and I trust him with that. He told me that last year, and look what happened. We won.
Yeah, great year. Mike, we're going to break a little bit of news on the broadcast today. You've made a decision for next year. There's been a lot of interest, obviously, since you had such a great track season last year and cross country this year. Tell us your plan for academic and athletic success next year.
So I'm going to continue running at Wilmington University. They offered me an athletic scholarship. They have a really good athletic program too. They just won the conference actually this past fall for cross country. So I'm going to continue my academic career there also. So I'm going to continue in finance, business administration with a focus in finance. And I'm going to get my master's there eventually too.
Hey, great, congratulations. And they offered you that scholarship, probably hard to pass up, so we're really proud of you for all of that. Mike, we've talked a bit about options. You had some coming out of high school. You had some four-year schools that were very interested in you. We were obviously recruiting you. Talk about, what would you say to a high school senior that's weighing their options right now and is thinking about RCGC or another four-year program, in the academics and athletic side?
Okay, yeah, so I guess right off the bat, people think about finances. And it would make the most sense, but what people don't understand is when you come here, you're immediately, on the fast track. You immediately start becoming a leader, something that you have to wait 4 years at a big university, or you probably don't even, a lot of times people don't get their opportunities to shine as quickly as you do at a two-year school. So just expect to shine, I guess.
Mike, last question. You came to RCGC. Ahead of you were your two sisters, and also joining in our athletic program was your twin sister, McKenna. So now combined three sisters. Your family has a great legacy here. We're going to miss you folks for sure a great deal. But just talk about how your family supported you in athletics and through these 2 years.
Yeah, I guess it was an easy decision for them, considering that we wouldn't be spending as much money at a four-year school, which, that makes sense, but also they've come to love this school, we've come to love this school. We had no idea what to expect, especially with first year, Maddie, my oldest sister. And when I found out that she was successful here, that just made me want to come here even more. So, I guess I appreciate the fact that she came here, and I guess she made a train for us to follow. And I'm here, and now I'm happy I was here, and now I get to tell people to come here. Tell people to follow what I did.
Great. And we wish you had some younger brothers and sisters, but if not, we'll just count on some more Williamstown Braves coming our way. So thanks for joining us on this segment. I was with Mike Dowd, Region 19 cross-country champion and our male athlete of the season for the fall, who has just signed a scholarship to go to Wilmington University. We're real proud of him, and we'll see you back in the next segment for RCGC Today.